Have you been trying to improve your self-worth for a long time? Have you tried to feel good enough, happier with yourself, with limited success? Did you work hard to manifest more confidence and self-belief, but are still feeling stuck in self-doubt? You read the books, more than most people ever will. You sat in therapy, did the courses, tried the meditations, said the affirmations, and now you are quietly, honestly, beginning to wonder, is this just who I am? Is this as good as it gets? If that is you, I want you to know that there is a reason why the things you've already tried have not worked. And I will share it with you in this video, together with a different approach that may just make all the difference. Because I know you are not someone who gives up easily. That is probably one of the most frustrating things about where you are. Because lazy people don't end up here. People who haven't tried don't end up here. The ones sitting in this particular place, the place of quiet exhaustion and frustration, are the ones who have given it everything. For a long time. You read the books with a highlighter. You wrote in the margins. You started the journal. Again. You went back to therapy, even when it was hard. You have done the inner child work, the cognitive restructuring, the gratitude practice. You understand the theory better than most people you know. And still, underneath it all, you still have this feeling that something is just not quite right with you. That everyone else seems to be able to love and accept themselves, make progress, be happy, and you cannot. And maybe, and this is the thought that hurts the most, maybe you are the exception. Maybe you are the person self-improvement does not work for. But I want you to know that you are not the exception, and I will show you why. Here is what I believe is actually happening for you, and it is not what most people in this space will tell you. You see, when something does not work, our first instinct is to assume we did it wrong, that we didn't try hard enough or consistently enough or with enough belief behind it. That the method is fine and the problem is us. But what if it's the other way around? What if the method genuinely isn't reaching the right place? Think of it this way. Imagine you have a persistent infection in your eye and someone gives you a treatment which is genuinely well-researched, genuinely effective for many people. But it is designed for treating your ears. So you follow the instructions perfectly. You are consistent, you are dedicated, you believe it will work. And when it inevitably doesn't work, is it because you failed? Or because the treatment was not aimed at the right place? You see, that is what I believe has been happening for so many of us who have tried so hard to overcome low self-worth and are still struggling. The approaches we have tried are not bad. The people who taught them to us are not wrong, but most of them, almost all of them, are aimed at one part of you, maybe two. And low self-worth does not only live in one part of you, it never did. You see, the belief that you are not enough, that quiet, stubborn, returning sense that something is fundamentally wrong with you, did not settle in just one place inside you. It settled everywhere. It settled in your thinking, the stories you tell yourself automatically, the ones that run so fast you barely notice them. The internal commentary that says, you are too much, you are not enough, who do you think you are? It settled in your beliefs, not the thoughts you have consciously, but the deep, often unconscious convictions, the ones that run underneath everything, the ones that say, I'm not truly lovable, I'm not safe, I have to earn my place, prove my worth. It settled in your body, in your nervous system, in the stored emotions, the shame, the guilt, the grief that live below the level of thought and fire before your rational mind has a chance to intervene. That is why you can know something intellectually and still not feel it. Because knowledge lives in the mind, and the belief you are carrying does not live only in the mind. It's settled in the imprint of your past experiences, the specific moments, large and small, that taught you something untrue about your worth. Those imprints do not simply dissolve when you understand them. They need to be addressed at the level where they are stored. And it's settled in your energy, in the part of you that most conventional approaches never reach at all. Low self-worth, that stubborn, I am not good enough feeling, lives on 5 levels. And most self-worth work, even the very best of it, reaches 1, maybe 2. That is not a failure of your effort. That is a gap in the map you were given. And we will start filling this gap later on in this video. But knowing that low self-worth lives on 5 levels within us means that you are not broken. You are not the exception. You are not someone for whom this cannot work. You are someone who has been trying with tools that were only reaching part of the problem. You never really had a chance. And that's not your fault. So instead of asking, what is wrong with me? You can start asking, what have I not reached yet? That shift from self-blame to curiosity is not a small thing. It is the beginning of actually finding your way through. You have not been failing the work. The work has been incomplete. And incomplete is fixable. So if you recognize yourself in what I have shared today, if some part of you is quietly thinking, yes, this is me, I want you to know something. You do not have to give up. And you do not have to try harder. You just need a map that shows the whole terrain, a framework that works on all 5 levels of low self-worth. And this channel exists to help you find your way back to the worth, the peace, and the sense of self that were always yours. Not through more effort, through going to the right places. If you are new here, please subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up next. And if you would like to fill that gap in your map that made you believe you were beyond help and start working on all 5 levels of low self-worth, I have put a link in the description below to my free webinar, the 5-step framework to break free from low self-worth. Thank you for being here today, and I will see you in the next video.